Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, my house is destroyed once again. I have officially entered the part of motherhood that is probably the most difficult that I've experienced yet. I have a 7-month-old and a 3-year-old, and it's the sweetest part of motherhood that I've experienced so far because they're playing together and they're so cute and sweet, but there are constant messes, so it's hard to keep up. I went ahead and set a timer on this day for 2 hours to go through my house and get everything picked up. Just because I was filming too, typically I would just do a power hour, 1 hour, but since I had to set up my camera in every space that I was filming, I gave myself 2 hours, and we're going to run through this house and get everything picked up. My house does not get like this every day, but we did let things go for a little bit longer than we usually do, and it was just, whew, we were in desperate need of getting everything picked up. So let's run through here, get everything picked up, get everything clean. Our dishes needed to be done. Our kitchen was destroyed. Everything, y'all. It's just a mess around here. So if you're in the same boat, grab your coffee and let's get something done together. So since this is going up on a Friday, what do y'all like to do on the weekends with your family? We typically like to go outside and do something. Last weekend we did a community Easter egg hunt, which was so fun. Oliver went down this huge bounce house slide and he was so proud of himself. And then the weekend before that we went to the zoo and that was so fun. But we have had so much crazy weather here in Arkansas, and I know there's crazy weather other places too, but so much wind and rain. So we need some indoor activity ideas, especially for spring going into summer, because even this weekend I think we're supposed to have more rain. So we need some indoor ideas. What are y'all doing with your kids? I feel like that's why my living room looks like this, okay? That's what I'm going to blame it on. We've been inside playing so much, especially during the week while Will's at work. All the indoor activities, cooking every meal at home, and that's just what happens. Our house gets destroyed, and sometimes I have to tend to my 7-month-old who's also nursing, and sometimes I have to play with my 3-year-old, and I don't like to spend my whole entire day cleaning up because then I don't get to spend any time with them. I'm always just focused on the house. So I try to spend lots of quality time with them, but then, man, when we get to the end of the day, I'm like, ooh, we have lots of catching up to do. So we were at mid-afternoon right here trying to get everything caught up. We have categories of toys though, which has been really helpful. Several of these toys are Annie's, so that was easy to just pop those in her room. But Oliver's toys are a little more complex. He's got his kitchen toys, he's got his trucks, he's got his marble maze, and just several different categories. So I was trying to make piles, and you're going to see me here like tackling the little piles of toys. We try to keep them in categories, and that helps so much. But definitely comment down below and let me know what y'all like to do, especially if it's indoor activities. What are you doing if you're a stay-at-home mom right now? And what do you like to do on the weekend with your family? I had several packages come in on this day that I needed to open and go through, and there are always shoes right here by the front door. Will is big on, let's take our shoes off before we go in the house. I actually was not raised like that. We always just wore our shoes in the house, so that was a new concept for me, but I do like it. I think it's kind of gross to wear your shoes in the house now. I've kind of gotten used to it, but we need a spot for our shoes, so I'm thinking about making a little shoe shelf in the bottom of our front closet. Probably nobody will even use it, but anyways, it's the thought that counts, right? I'm trying to keep this area a little bit more neat, And I've always wanted a nice little transition from entryway to living room, so that's why I put this mirror here, but it's not really jiving. So I have been trying to redo this space. I've been doing lots of little collages on my phone when I sit down at night and look at it, and I think I finally have a solution if I can ever find the time to tackle it. Today we're just focused on getting everything cleaned up and reset. There's no better feeling, especially before the weekend, to get your house all cleaned up and reset. I had to stop and get my workout in for the day. I have been using the Ladder app to get a customized workout plan that targets all of my goals and gives me lots of direction while still allowing me to choose my trainer and the type of workout that I want to do, whether it's strength training or cardio or whatever else I may prefer. Ladder gives you a plan from an expert coach every single day without the cost, the awkward small talk, and the inconvenient scheduling of a traditional personal trainer. I wanted to get back in shape after having baby Annie, but I needed someone to figure out all of the logistics for me because I just do not have the time for that right now, and a Ladder has been incredible. I highly recommend it if you've been looking for a structured workout plan. It is so much easier to make progress and stay with it if you have a plan in place, and this app provides great results, and it's less than $1 a day. I am so excited to try a class called Speed Play Run. It's guidance for someone who loves a treadmill workout, and I have been dying to pull out our treadmill and start that in the mornings before my babies wake up. And now that we have our old couch out, I have all of this space in front of the window to open up the blinds and let some sunshine in the morning and just run. So I'm going to be trying that class out soon, and I will let y'all know what I think. I typically go for more of an aerobics workout because I like a fast-paced, low-weight routine, and I don't personally enjoy lifting heavy, but there's definitely something for everybody on the app, and the trainers are so helpful. Get up to 33% off today. Just click that link in my description box below, and thank you so much to Ladder for sponsoring today's video. We have several plants throughout our house that are from Easy Plant, and we love them because as soon as they start to droop like this, I just add a little water and they perk right back up. So that's amazing. We have lots of little puppy paw prints all over these tile floors because we've had so much rain in Arkansas. So anytime he goes back out in the backyard, he brings in little paw prints. So this wet dry vac has been my new best friend. Literally, I use it every single day, especially with babies and toddlers. She throws stuff off her high chair. Oliver's always spilling something. The dog's bringing in paw prints. So this has been a game changer for sure. We love it. It's from Dreamy. I will link it down below for y'all, but love using this on a day-to-day basis. It self-cleans, so when you're done, you just pop it on the charger and it will clean itself. You just have to empty the little dirty water tank, but look how easy. One strike and everything is gone. So love that. We got our living room all reset, and now we are headed into our kitchen, which is always my least favorite thing to do, but it's always the thing that feels the best once you get it all done.
I don't care if you drag my name all through the mud. Heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay there with me? Will you stay with me in the dark? Will you stay with me in the dark? The dark, the dark, the dark. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine, you make my morning shine. With lips like heavenly wine.
Alexa, how much time is left on my timer?
You have 24 minutes left on your
24 minutes. Let's do this.
I don't wanna be alone. Spend too much time by myself. So many things that I still don't know. It's time for me to move on. I want you right here, but you're all across the globe. Never call me back, even though you're on your phone. Wishful thinking gets the best of me. Hoping that it's still you and me. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine. Just some time off, we'd be fine. Guess that I was wrong this time. When I think about it now, I know that I don't.
Here's your reminder that the kitchen always looks way worse than it actually is. Once you start cleaning, it only takes like 20, maybe 30 minutes if it's really bad. And so I like to remind myself of that constantly because whenever I go to clean the kitchen, I get really overwhelmed, especially with all the toys in the floor and then that little bar top next to the sink. We throw everything there, our dirty dishes, everything we come in the front door with. On this day, we actually went to McDonald's for breakfast. We've been loving McDonald's breakfast, and I know that's terrible, but our orange juice was sitting there. All of our wrappers were sitting there. So once we get those areas cleaned up, it doesn't feel as bad. And then I always tell myself the little L area in the corner of our kitchen where our toaster is, if I can get that cleaned up and wiped down, the kitchen feels like nothing, which we have a small kitchen, but that area is usually not too bad. So if I can get that cleaned up and wiped down, all we have to really tackle is the sink, and that's not too bad. So anyways, as you can tell, I don't really enjoy tackling the kitchen, so I have to hype myself up. This is the L area I'm talking about. Let's get all these dishes put in the sink, get this area wiped down, and then it'll be nothing to get this all cleaned up.
You're just gonna waste it now. Not sure if I'll make it out. I do not wanna give you more of my life. Hey, yeah. Oh, I'm not give you more of my life. Movies make it look so easy. 15 minutes, then you're breezing. Movies make it look so easy. Whoa. Yeah, I thought we'd always shine. Just some time off, we'd be fine. Guess that I was wrong this time. When I think about it now, I know that I don't. I do not wanna give you more of my life. I do not wanna give you more of my life. You're just gonna waste it now. Not sure if I'll make it out. I do not wanna give you more of my life. Oh, hey, yeah. I said the last drink was the last drink. You make it hard to leave. We're telling secrets.
I had all of our windows open while I was tackling this little power clean, and it was making me so excited to get outside and do some planting in the backyard, especially next to our fire pit. We spend lots of time back there roasting marshmallows and playing with the kids, so I really want to do some flowers around the fire pit. But I'm also thinking about our front porch this year. I usually don't do too much in our front yard. We're just not ever out there, but I would love to do some big ferns out there with some American flags for Memorial Day. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be doing some plant shopping, maybe at Home Depot or Lowe's here very shortly. And I'm so excited to get outside and do some planting and also some power washing, because the outside of our house really is in desperate need of a good power wash. So lots of spring cleaning for the outside of our house coming very soon.
No, I don't wanna waste no precious time.
If you don't have caraway pans yet, highly recommend. They're non-stick. They're so easy to clean. We have been using these for years and love them. I have a discount code down below, so click the link in my description if you want to check them out. Let's get this sink all cleaned up. We are almost done cleaning the kitchen, and let me tell you, it felt so good to have our house all reset.
I don't wanna leave. I wanna get closer. Don't want this night to be over. Wanna get closer. It's not over yet. We could go back to my place. 'Cause I don't wanna waste no precious time. So let's go back to my place.
I've been trying to develop a weekly cleaning routine for Will and I. We've really been just like letting it get out of control and then reining it all back in, because that's just kind of the season of life we're in. But I would love to have a little bit more of a routine of like what I do on this day is really sticking to this thing. So I've taken several different things off Pinterest and combined them together to make something that works for us. And I'm really excited about it, so I'll be sharing our weekly cleaning routine here soon. We're still trying to figure it out, but Monday is floors. We do all of the floors, make sure all of the floors are squared away. Tuesday, we make sure all of the bathrooms are cleaned. And when I say bathrooms, I mean like the floor, the toilet, the sink, the tub, the whole 9 yards is deep cleaned. We were kind of letting things go because we were just trying to keep things like picked up surface level, and sometimes you just have to do that as a parent. But it is nice to have like dedicated days to deep clean a specific area, so that way nothing ever gets like too far out of hand. So that was my goal with that. So I will be sharing a weekly cleaning routine here very soon, so if you're needing something like that, that's coming. Let's get these appliances shined up. That's another day that I dedicated for our weekly cleaning routine, is appliances, like wiping them down and cleaning them out. Our fridge does not get cleaned out enough, and that was part of my concern whenever I was making our weekly cleaning routine. We needed to clean out our fridge and our pantry at least once a week, because it makes it so much easier. It's quick if you do it once a week, but if you wait till like every 3 or 4 weeks, then it just starts to pile up and becomes really overwhelming. So that was my goal with that. So I'm excited to share that. I'm excited to, we've already been implementing it a little bit, but I want to continue to implement it and make sure it's like really, really good before I share it. So that's coming very soon. Let's take our wet dry vac and clean up this kitchen. It's time to empty out that dirty water tank. It felt so good to have our house all reset for the weekend. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you got some cleaning motivation. Don't forget to check out Ladder. I will have that link in my description box below. And I will see y'all again in a video very soon. Bye.